Welcome back, everybody. It's Cape Rugby TV. It's always great to have you along. And as you have seen at the top of the screen there, we are committed to keeping you connected. We know the club rugby at the moment is postponed. We will wait and see what happens in the future. And quite frankly, folks, all sport, most sport out there has been postponed as well. Of course, as you know, the Western Province Rugby under-20s have been very active. And joining me back on the line now, Jerome Paarwater. Jerome, hoe lyk dinge daar by jou, meneer?
JP, baie goed. Baie bly. Nou goeie nuus. Die fixtures is uit vir die under-20 competition Currie Cup. So ja, ons het nou iets om na toe te werk.
That's what you've been waiting for. It's been months of preparation, months of keeping the players connected. Lots of disruptions, players going to the under-20s Springbok squad, players going to the Varsity Cup squad. Slowly they're trickling back, and this is what you're aiming for. This is the big, and of course a new season.
Yeah, JP, and also, I mean, it's not good that there's not club rugby now, but as I said to the players yesterday, they're fortunate, the guys from clubs, the non-contracted guys who joined us now with training, they're fortunate to still play. So yeah, we're very happy to have them, and yeah, and also we know now where to work to, because the fixtures are out, as you say. We start with a bye, and then we start on the 14th of August.
So that's basically 5 weeks away before the first game.
Yeah, and as you were saying, our under-20 guys are playing. They're playing their last game on Saturday, so hopefully there won't be any injuries there. Then we're basically going to give that guys off for a week. Then they must join us, and then yeah, we full swing.
Do you think it's also a question of telling clubs, players that are watching the show right now, the individual players who are now not able to play any friendlies or fixtures at the moment? We of course wait to see what future announcements are, depending on how things go with this terrible COVID situation. But are you also advising players out there at the moment, stay fit, stay conditioned?
Definitely, that's what we want, especially like you say with the under-20 group of guys. You can't play older guys than 20, so it's key for guys to keep fit at the clubs there. And also, I encourage club coaches, if they think there's someone at their club that's good enough to play for province, they can still contact me and say, hopefully there's a guy that can still make it.
It's of course with a view to talent identification and keeping an eye on players that are coming through the ranks, whether it be for this year or next year or even going forward. I suppose there must be some thinking around your side and some of the other coaches in the structures that you work with of who's coming through the ranks, even at the ages of under 16 or under 17.
Yes, exactly. It's tough time for schools now to identify that guys now, because they're not playing, and they haven't been playing for 2 years now. So hopefully we're gonna start, especially the school programs, to get that guys busy again. But yeah, obviously we know the guys at the clubs. We did that exercise, but sometimes we miss a player, and like I said, the coaches are more than welcome to contact us and say, look at this guy, there might be opportunity.
Jerome, speaking to Rito, and when we were looking at Rito, and the part of the conversation there was he played for Western Province, he coached at club level, then eventually into the Currie Cup squad and into the Stormers squad. So as a club coach, he was let's say he was pointing out the fact to us also that as a club coach, the information that you guys have as high performance coaches is quite invaluable for club coaches who maybe did not play for Western Province. Is that something that you guys have identified as a level of information transfer that you would like to be seeing move into the club space?
Yeah, obviously we always do this sessions, and we always share with the club coaches. And look, and it doesn't have to. It's not always like you have to be play provincial rugby to be a good coach. There's a lot of coaches who haven't played provincial or Springbok rugby So there are opportunities. It's just taking in the information, go back to your club, work hard, and we obviously will have a look at you. It depends on how your club is doing and what type of work you're doing at the club.
When we had our previous engagements with you, also you had done some workshops with schools coaches. You had your Rugby 2.5 courses that you were doing. Of course, when one is applying these, not everybody has the same resources. Not everybody is going to be using video technology. Not everybody is going to be doing high performance sports nutrition. The resources are limited. But when we were looking at your 2.5 course, you were emphasizing many different components in your course. And one of them seemed to be that planning and preparation is important, and is probably the most important for a coach to have success. Is that the type of thinking also that you're building into the club space, where you're teaching clubs that it's more than just blowing a whistle, there has to be some strategic thinking?
Exactly, JP. I think the days are gone that the coach just arrive at the field and tell the guy, listen, run twice around the field, play a bit of touch rugby, and then we see what we're going to do. Your planning is the most important thing these days, JP. And not to say like in the past it was wrong, but now with modern technology, you can do a lot of things. You can actually send your players your weekly schedule. You can go as far as sending them the monthly schedule. So the planning is the most important thing, and you just get a happier player because you know how to plan his week, you know how to plan his month. So I think that's the way forward.
I suppose also today, with technology being on WhatsApp messages and SMSs and so on, I'm not sure if they had WhatsApp and SMSs back in your day, but today it's of course able to do it.
We did not have, JP. I was working when I played Western Province. I was working. So then in the evenings when I get home, my mom said, Western Province phone that you must go train tomorrow. So that is how.
I just want to know, Jerome, when she phoned, could you actually hear the phone? Did you have to pick the phone up off the wall? Like, was it a proper handset? Like something that you picked up, or was it?
Yeah, you picked up like it was on a house phone.
So my mom, did the phone still have a dialing thing where you dialed it in a circle?
Yeah, she still had that thing, but then obviously she's so excited to tell me that like Western Province called that you must go train, that she can't wait. Like when she's standing off in the street, then I know there's good news.
This is of course Tannie Ina.
Yeah. So,
yes.
So that was the good days, JP. But yeah. like we said now, with technology, you can do a lot.
Jerome, we'll leave it at that. We're looking forward to catch up again soon, of course, very keen to see what the under-20 squad looks like and how the guys are doing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be. Look, we're always in a final with the under-21s, or with. Hopefully this year we'll do the same with the under-20s.
Yeah, Jerome, thanks for that. We'll of course say to you and everybody else out there, stay safe, and we look forward to positive news on a daily basis.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jerome. There we go, folks. Jerome Paarwater, under-20s, and we're looking forward to finding out what is going to come next with the under-20 squad, and looking forward to them getting back. Of course, things are difficult at the moment, but nevertheless, good to see our under-20s heading towards the Currie Cup fixtures now. Right, folks, as you know, on a weekly basis, we take a look at what's happening at MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy. And of course, on a weekly basis, you have an opportunity to do a public review of your experiences at MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy. And we have now gone back to taking a look at some of the public reviews. And this week's review come in from Annabi Maritz. And Annabi gave MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy a 5-star rating. And she goes on to say, MChem bly die beste, vriendelike mense en pryse is billik. Ek gaan elke maand vir die laaste 18 jaar na die apteek vir my maandelikse medikasie. Die personeel en die aptekers was nog altyd goed vir my. Geen ander apteek is beter as MChem nie. Die haarsalon, die skoonheidssalon en die eetplek op die eerste vloer is ook wonderlik. That's of course a 5-star rating from Annabi Baritz, who has recently done a public review on MChem 24-hour pharmacy. And folks, will of course remind you that MChem 24-hour pharmacy is in fact open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And as you would have heard me say many times, free parking outside, convenient, and the staff are just so helpful. Remember, don't forget to get your flu vaccination while you are, of course, at MChem. And there's no waiting, no queues. You can just walk straight in. Folks, we'll take a break. When we come back from the break, we're going to be carrying on talking about club rugby. Back in a sec.